A very good afternoon and thank you for joining us. This is BeeTv News at 3 and I am Harmony Agbafor. Now let's look at the news in details. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to strengthening the nation's economy by improving international trade facilitation. This commitment was the central focus of discussion at a recent summit aimed at addressing the challenges affecting operations at On Airport. The report.
The only chapter of the Association of Registered Freight Forwarders of Nigeria convened a summit with members, terminal operators and regulators to assess the new cargo clearance system introduced at the port when you call it.
Bodogu.
The system implemented by the Nigerian Customs Service reportedly reduces clearance time from weeks to 48 hours.
The e-column truck system.
The government has also introduced new measures to eliminate port congestion.
What we are doing is for customs to sensitize our people more and for us to encourage our colleagues to embrace Bodogu and e-column. E-column, but if you go to NPA today, you will see that there's a seamless way truck access the port. They no longer cluster around the road. The NPA made it possible for there's a holding bay where when trucks are coming back with empties, they will stop over that place, and then instead of causing hold up or obstruction on the road within the access of the seaport, those things are no longer there. So that is why we are encouraging our colleagues to embrace it and let's work with it.
Unlike before, importers and agents can now conveniently process clearance application remotely using mobile devices. The new system has not only eased business operations but also yielded significant revenue growth, according to the government.
For the Bodogu, since it came on some months ago, we have generated almost 2 trillion naira for a system that is just starting. And this is because of the strength and the reliability of the system and how fast the network is. This ensures that there's no delay in cargo clearance, and if there's no delay in cargo clearance, you can trust that there will be more inflow of revenue, and that is why we can proudly say that Bodogu has actually taken us further than where we are in ISIS when we started on ISIS, and even it's something that you can also verify from our stakeholders alike. And our revenue board is always telling us that yes, we are improving because we have a comparison that we always do.
The highlights of the event was the presentation of awards for outstanding performance and innovation. The Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adeniyi, along with the Nigerian Port Authority and the Nigerian Shippers Council, appear among the recipients. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State government has approved the constitution of the Edo Carnival Planning Committee to plan, organize and execute a befitting carnival in the state. A statement by the secretary to the state government, Umar Musa Ikilo Esquire, says the membership of the committee are as Honorable Emmanuel Okwebo, who is the Commissioner of Finance Edo State, will serve as the committee chairman. Dr. Paddy Yamu, Honorable Commissioner for Education, is a member of the committee. The special advisor to the governor on media and publicity, Honorable Oshobugie Okwemoy, is also a member. Mr. Jackson Isango for Monday. Entertainment in the special advisor to the governor on new media and visual communications to serve as member of the committee. Others are Deborah Okumbo, managing director, Edo State Public Procurement Agency as member, while Moses Obakwolo, director of protocol, Directorate of Government House and Protocol, will serve as secretary. According to the statement, the term of reference of the committee are as follows: It is to develop a comprehensive event plan to work in collaboration with the lead organizers of the Edo Carnival, Peak Rendezvous Entertainment Global Limited, to ensure a smooth and befitting event, to drive partnership and collaboration with stakeholders in the entertainment industry within and outside Edo State, as well as to liaise with well-meaning individuals and corporate organizations within and outside Edo State to secure sponsorships for the carnival. The committee is expected to always represent the interest of the Edo State government in the planning and execution of the carnival. The Edo Carnival 2025 is going to be 7 days of non-stop culture, fashion, music and excitement at the Garrick Memorial, Ekenwa Road, Benin City, between December 21st to the 27th. It will feature parades, beauty pageants, fashion shows, seminars, concerts and more. In another development in Ondo State, the Nigerian Navy has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening civil-military relations through the initiation of impactful projects. This was stated during the inauguration of a special intervention project held in honor of Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotu. Speaking at the event on behalf of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, a representative emphasized that such initiatives are part of ongoing efforts to foster greater cooperation and goodwill between the military and civilian communities. The report.
The inauguration ceremony of the doctors' quarters at CNS Akoko attracted community leaders, top naval officers, opinion leaders, and residents who gathered to witness the landmark event. The initiative underscores the Nigerian Navy commitment to community development and its efforts to strengthen partnership with all communities across the country.
Pray that it shall be used for its purpose in the name of Jesus. Amen.
While inaugurating the project, the Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral, represented at event by Chief Staff Officer of the Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Suleiman Ibrahim, described the project as a significant symbol of civil-military cooperation. It stated that the initiative will address the long-standing accommodation challenges for medical personnel at the FMC Annex, facilitating the full operation of the facility. He added that the intervention reflects the Navy's broader commitment to improving the welfare of citizens and supporting communities that have contributed immensely to the service through caliber of personnel they have produced.
We are gathered here to commission one of the special quick intervention projects of the Chief of Naval Staff. These projects were particularly initiated to build that civil-military relationship.
The facilitator of the project, Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotu, expressed deep appreciation to the Chief of Naval Staff for approving the project under the Naval Special Intervention Program, which is being implemented across several Nigerian communities.
Vice Admiral E.I. Ogala, Admiralty Medal, started this scheme whereby he approves special intervention, quick impact projects for communities where the Navy admirals hail from, and from so many other communities where we have our bases.
The project, which includes residential facilities for doctors at the Federal Medical Center FMC Annex in Akunu, aims to enhance healthcare delivery in community and its surroundings. Evelyn Izibile reporting for BeeTv News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has launched an investigation into 2 travelers arrested by operatives of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria for allegedly failing to declare cash in their possession. The individuals were reportedly found with a total of $6.16 million and £53,000, which they did not disclose as required by law. The head of media and publicity at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Dele Oyewale, confirmed that the suspects were intercepted during a routine check at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. According to him, the individuals had arrived in the country from Dubai and Addis Ababa and were en route to Abuja when they were stopped. They were initially handed over to the Department of State Services, which later transferred them to the EFCC for further investigation and possible prosecution. The Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission has reaffirmed its dedication to promoting transparency, accountability, and justice as it joins the global community in commemorating the 2025 Ombuds Day. The Commission emphasized its ongoing commitment to upholding the rights of citizens and ensuring fair resolution of public grievances. Chairman of the Commission, Saidu Yahaya, stated that the commemoration of the 2025 Ombuds Day reflects the agency's commitment to amplifying citizens' voices and addressing governance-related challenges. He emphasized that the role of the Ombudsman is crucial in bridging the gap between the people and the government, ensuring fairness, accountability, and the promotion of ethical leadership in the public service.
The celebration of Ombuds Day is far more than a ceremonial event. It is a moment of reflection, renewal, and reaffirmation of our collective duty to ensure fairness and justice in governance. The theme of this year's celebration, empowering voices and resolving challenges, is both timely and profound. It reminds us that governance is most effective when it listens to its people.
This theme captures the essence of government, of a government that truly serves the people. A government is at its best when it creates room for dialogue, listening to the voices of citizens, and provide just and timely solutions to their concerns. That indeed is the very spirit and essence of the Ombudsman.
The All Progressive Congress in Delta State has unanimously endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Governor Sheriff Oborevwori as the party's sole candidate for the 2027 presidential and governorship elections, respectively. Party stakeholders in the state praised both leaders for what they described as remarkable developmental achievements over the past 2 years, highlighting their commitment to progress and good governance. The report.
It was a high-power stakeholders meeting of the All Progressive Congress in Delta State, conveyed at the instance of Governor Sheriff. A gathering brought together the state's chairman of the party, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, the deputy governor, the Minister of Aviation, all three senators from the state, members of the House of Representatives, and other top party leaders in a show of unity. They converged on the banquet hall of Government House Asaba to deliberate on party cohesion and chart a common path ahead of 2027 general elections.
Election is not about winning elections, because elections will win. The governor will win, the president will win. The next election is going to be about how many votes that you deliver. We must all forget about ourselves and realize that we have to work as a family. Delta Central is ready to deliver the governor in 2027 and to deliver our president. But let me assure you, before I go to Delta North, that there is no opposition to the governor of Delta State.
Governor Oborevwori commended party leaders for their solidarity and urged greater unity to ensure overwhelming support for the presidential in 2027, which should translate to more votes.
2027, the vote will be the report card. So don't think about yourself, think about the party. This party, we must continue to be united. I have made effort to make sure I try to bring myself down with those people and the rest. But I will not negotiate. I will not negotiate with anybody about this party.
Highlighting the key achievements of the President Tinubu, the Minister of Aviation most the motion for the adoption of both President Tinubu and the governor as sole candidates for the 2027 election.
The President has approved $1 billion to revive Warri Port, Calabar Port, and Bristol Port.
It was a resounding yes when the motion was put to vote for party chairman, marking the formal endorsement of President Tinubu and Governor Warri as the APC sole candidate in Delta State for the 2027 polls. Favor Kolaole reporting for BeeTv News.
Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State has inaugurated the state's job center in Abeokuta, reaffirming his administration's commitment to youth empowerment and development. Represented by his deputy, Noimot Salako Oyedele, the governor stated that the center is designed to serve as a hub for equipping young people with the skills, opportunities, and support needed to thrive in today's job market. According to Governor Dapo Abiodun, the newly inaugurated job center will offer a wide range of services, including career guidance and counseling, vocational and digital skills training, TV and interview preparation, internship and apprenticeship opportunities, as well as business development support, among others. Speaking at the event, Deputy Governor Noimot Salako Oyedele expressed their appreciation to the development partners for their support in bringing the project to life. She also commended President Bola Tinubu for his commitments to youth empowerment through the Renewed Hope agenda.
The unveiling of a building, but the beginning of an audacious new era, an era of opportunity, empowerment, and inclusive growth for our people. There is no substitute for hard work. The Ogun Job Center stands as a platform where every effort will meet opportunity and where dedication will be rewarded with growth. Every young person who walks through these doors must understand that this center will not hand out success. It will equip you to earn it. Here in Ogun State, we are raising leaders, creative, self-reliant, and disciplined young men and women who will lead our industries, our digital economy, and our nation into a prosperous future. We firmly believe that commitment is the seed of excellence. It transforms dreams into plans and plans into realities.
In Plateau State, the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Nentawe Yuwatada, has stressed the importance of empowering women and the less privileged in society. He made this known while unveiling a 50 million naira empowerment package designed to support and grow small businesses across the states. The initiative aims to provide financial assistance and resources to improve livelihoods and promote inclusive economic development. The report.
At the Millennium International Event Center in Jos, the atmosphere was filled with excitement as hundreds of market women gathered to hear directly from APC National Chairman, Nentawe Yuwada. During the event, Mr. Yuwada announced a 50 million empowerment initiative, 20 million of which will be distributed as direct cash grants to women traders, while 30 million will be channeled into cooperative funds designed to promote sustainable business growth and financial independence among women entrepreneurs. He emphasized that empowering women is not just an act of charity, but a strategic investment in community stability and national progress.
The Renewable Agenda targets people who are hopeless and their hope is being restored. You could see here, people who are here, they've lost their hope medically. Today their hope has been restored.
The initiative aligns with the Renewed Hope agenda, reflecting a strong commitment to inclusive economic policies that provide local traders and small business owners with fair opportunity to grow and succeed. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
Rotary International Districts 9110 and 9112 have jointly organized an awareness and sensitization campaign in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, to promote polio immunization among children. The initiative saw members from both districts, including participants from Lagos State, come together to educate residents on the importance of ensuring every child is fully immunized against polio as part of Rotary's continued effort to eradicate the disease. The campaign kicked off from major streets in Abeokuta and culminated at the Olumo Rock Tourism Complex, where participants emphasized the importance of sustained advocacy to ensure the complete eradication of polio. Rotary members used the platform to raise public awareness and urged parents and caregivers to prioritize routine immunization for children, reaffirming Rotary's commitment to a polio-free Nigeria.
Eradicated, involving the community leaders and, of course, our women and stakeholders, to give them information and what is necessary about polio. We still have polio endemic in 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. And as long as we have polio anywhere in the world, we are all at risk. So we cannot say, polio is being totally eradicated. So we are at risk as well.
We like to tell people that immunization is the key. It's presentable. Because if you don't, the children are open to diseases. The polio and the 6 killer diseases.
They should allow them to immunize their children. They should believe that the immunization they are giving them is not going to harm them. Rather, it will protect their life. And it's for age 0 to 5.
And now let's move on to the business news. Dangote Cement has commenced operations at its new production facility in Atingwe, located approximately 30 kilometers from Abidjan, Ivory Coast. The plant spans 50 hectares and has a production capacity of 3 million tons of cement annually, making it one of the company's largest facilities outside Nigeria. Let's join BeeTv News' Temitope Oluwafemi for more on this and more from the business world.
The project involved an investment of 100 billion CFA francs and marks Ivory Coast as the 11th African country to host a Dangote cement production unit. With a continental capacity of 55 million tons per year, Dangote Cement aims to meet increasing construction demands driven by urbanization and infrastructure development in Ivory Coast. The antique facility is expected to generate over 1,000 direct and indirect jobs and stimulate local economic activity, including transportation, construction services, retail and supply chain support. The plant aims to supply high-standard cement at competitive prices while supporting industrial self-sufficiency in the region. FG accumulates new 1 trillion naira debt to Gencos in 6 months. The federal government of Nigeria accrued a debt of 1.5 trillion naira to electricity generation companies in the first half of 2025. The figure represents unpaid power subsidy obligations, with 536.40 billion naira incurred in the first quarter and 514.35 billion naira in the second quarter. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission attributed the debt to the continued absence of cost-reflective tariffs, necessitating government subsidies to cover the gap between generation cost and consumer charges. Under the discourse remittance obligation regime implemented in January 2024, the government assumes payment responsibility for these gaps to prevent financial pressure on the distribution companies. During the second quarter, Gencos issued invoices totaling 863.2 billion naira, while the adjusted invoice under the DRO to discourse stood at 348.66 billion naira. Discourse remitted 333.90 billion naira, achieving a 95.77% remittance rate. In response to accumulated legacy debts, the federal government approved a 4 trillion naira bond to settling outstanding obligations through Genco's report limited involvement in the disbursement planning process. Stanbic IBTC facilitates UAC's acquisition of Chi Limited. Stanbic IBTC Holdings PLC served as the mandated lead arranger in UAC of Nigeria's PLC acquisition of Chi Limited, providing end-to-end financier and advisory support. Stanbic IBTC functioned as the global coordinator for the deal and delivered a structured multi-product investment banking and financing package in the collaboration with UAC. The acquisition, first announced in July and completed on October 3, 2025, was approved by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. Chi Limited is a major player in Nigeria's food and beverage sector, with established brands in dairy, juice, nectar, and snacks. The acquisition allows UAC to expand its presence in the fast-moving consumer goods sector, providing access to Chi's proprietary technologies, distribution infrastructure, and market-leading product portfolio. Stanbic IBTC provided FX risk hedging, escrow services, and utilized the Standard Bank Group's regional expertise to complete one of the most significant consumer goods acquisition in the country. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
Now let's move on to the global scenes for now. Madagascar has been plunged into political turmoil as an attempted military takeover challenges President Andry Rajoelina's leadership. Deepening unrest sparked by weeks of nationwide protest over poor living conditions and government corruption. BeeTv News' SYL Semwige has the details.
CAPSAT is the same unit that played a crucial role in the 2009 Madagascar political crisis, which helped Rajoelina rise to power. Madagascar was first hit by youth-led protests on 25th September against water and power cuts, but they have since escalated to reflect wider dissatisfaction with Rajoelina's government over high unemployment, corruption, and the cost of living crisis. Rajoelina's whereabouts are unclear, but in a statement he said there's an attempt to seize power at this time in the territory of the Republic, in complete violation of the Constitution and democratic principles. He condemned in the strongest possible term what he called an attempt to destabilize the country. He also called on all of the nation's key forces to unite in defending the constitutional order and national sovereignty. CAPSAT said it had appointed a new Army Chief of Staff, General Demostin Pikulas, according to a statement issued on its Facebook page. AFP News Agency reports that Armed Forces Minister Manasau Deremasikaya Rakoto Arivelo has accepted the appointment. On Monday morning, the disruption caused by the protests seemed to have eased in the capital, Antananarivo. Almost all shops in the city center have reopened. Likewise, markets and street vendors have resumed business. Protesters gathered at the city main square on Saturday and Sunday. This is a significant development as they have failed to reach May 13 Square, the focal point of previous uprising until now. The success of the demonstrator came after they received unexpected support from CAPSAT on Saturday, when some of its troops left their barrack to join the demonstration. CAPSAT had condemned the use of force against protesters by other security units. There were reports of shootouts at a CAPSAT camp on Sunday, following similar reports on Saturday. CAPSAT said one soldier was shot by gendarmes on Saturday and died. FAN said it had suspended its flights to Antananarivo until at least Tuesday because of the security situation. The African Union said it was deeply concerned by the latest development in Madagascar and urged all sides to resolve the crisis through dialogue. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
And now let's move on to the entertainment sector. Nigerian media personality Natasha Akide, popularly known as Tacha, relocated her Guinness World Record attempt for the most makeovers completed in 24 hours from the United Kingdom to Nigeria. Also, Akon's 29-year marriage ends as wife files for divorce, seeks 100 million euros settlements. Let's join BeeTv News' Evelyn Zibili for details and more from the entertainment news.
The attempt took place at the Tasha Beauty Festival, hosted at the John Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History in Lagos. Originally planned with foreign sponsorship, the event was moved to showcase Nigeria's creative talent and elevate the local beauty industry on a global platform. The attempt, in development for 2 years, began on Saturday night with a target of 150 makeovers in 24 hours. By Sunday afternoon, she had completed 115 makeovers, surpassing the existing record of 113. Despite minor power disruptions, the event continued without delay. The record attempt was part of a broader 3 days festival celebrating beauty, culture, and creativity held from October 10th to 12th. Tasha dedicated the event to her late mother and executed each makeover within minutes, followed by a showcase at a photo booth and runway. In another development, Nollywood actress Adesuwa Etumi Wellington experienced a medical emergency in June while in the United Kingdom, resulting in an unplanned surgical procedure. The incident occurred during a trip with her husband and children, where she was scheduled for speaking engagements. The situation escalated into a life-threatening event, which she described as nearly fatal. The emergency led to immediate surgery, which she later revealed was the least traumatic part of the ordeal. The experience reinforced her personal faith and prompted a public reflection on the importance of compassion, patience, and gratitude. Adesuwa had previously disclosed challenges, including fertility issues and her husband's health battles, further contributing to her perspective on life and wellness. American Senegalese singer Akon is undergoing divorce proceedings after his wife of 29 years, Tomike Tayam, filed to end their marriage. The divorce petition includes a €100 million settlement demand, cited long-standing irreconcilable differences, emotional neglect, and lack of financial transparency. The couple had been together since the early stage of Akon's career. During the legal process, it was reported that Akon's disclosed accounts balance was only $10,000, prompting widespread public speculations about asset concealment. Court investigation allegedly suggested that a substantial portion of his wealth may be held in accounts not directly linked to him, potentially as a strategic financial move ahead of the settlement. Akon had not issued any public response or statement through his legal team. The case has generated extensive online reactions and media discussions, especially regarding the singer's perceived wealth and philanthropic image. Evelyn Izebile reporting for BeeTv News.
And now let's move into the world of sports. The Super Eagles of Nigeria show off laughter in training ahead for a crucial World Cup clash against the Cheetahs of the Benin Republic. The Eagles of Nigeria have injected humor into their preparations just days before facing the Cheetahs of Benin Republic in Uyo. After a 2-1 win against the Crocodiles of Lesotho, the team arrived following flight delays on Sunday, October 12, 2025. The three-time African champions were spotted sharing laughter during the training session following post of the official social media post. Along with the post was a message about the team spirit that said, "Lights, laughter, hard work." The Super Eagles, currently third with 14 points and need a win against leaders Benin Republic and a favorable result from South Africa's match against Rwanda to keep their qualification hopes alive. And that's the size of our package for the afternoon. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and more developments will be brought to you for later hours. Thank you.